Welcome to San Antonio, and welcome to this tour with... Relaxing. Up on the left, you can see this big black statue. This is known as the Stargazer. It's actually the newest addition to the Riverwalk. I'm going to get more into her later because right now we're just looking at her backside, and I don't think that's the best angle for her. So whenever we can see her a little bit better on the way back over here, I'm going to give you all the facts about her. Just figured I'd mention it because she is very large. I figured you'd want to notice her. Coming up on street level, we look up high to my right hand side, we're going to see the Torch of Friendship. Is this large red sculpture. Torch of Friendship was gifted to us back in 2002 by the Mexican government. It was designed by the artist Sebastian. He says that the twisting nature of it is to indicate the complex relationship that Texas and Mexico have been at war a few times, but we are friends at this point. So thank you very much to Mexico for giving us that token of friendship. Alright folks, I'm going to come to a quick stop, because I am just exhausted from talking so much. Just kidding, of course, this is two-way traffic, and I want to be sure that nobody's flying through here. Palace of the River. This is actually my favorite building down here, because in my opinion, this one has the most interesting story. So back before the 1968 World's Fair, San Antonio was actually not... Got something interesting going on over here. I have no idea what it is, but this is the Arneson Theater. This was built back in 1941. On our left-hand side, you can see it can house up to 800 people. And on the right-hand side is going to be the stage. Some of you are going to recognize the stage on my right-hand side if you've ever seen the movie Miss Congeniality. Right over here is where Miss Sandra Bullock did her swimsuit competition in the movie. You might remember there's a scene where Sandra Bullock was looking over here with a big smile on her face. This is Captain Brandon was going by, giving her a little smile and wave. We got 5 bells, which are the first 5 permanent settlements that we had down here. The middle bell is inscribed with the name Robert H.H. Hugman, who we call the father of the Riverwalk. I'm going to get more into Hugman later because obviously he's a very... Boy, these belong to the Briscoe Western Art Museum. Built back in back in 1930. So from 1930 until 1961, it was the Hertzberg Circus Museum. It now houses Pancho Villa's last known saddle, Santa Anna's ceremonial sword, and an interactive diorama of the conflict of the first Catholic Mass that we ever had down here on the river. And if you all look over to my right-hand side, we're going to see this massive cypress tree on the island. Well, that tree actually is the island. This island is made up of the roots of that cypress tree. We call this Marriage Island. It is naturally in the shape of a heart. Over 300 marriage ceremonies take place here each year, and it is said to bring good luck to anyone who gets married there. Trust me, my first 3 marriages were great. We used to cross from one side of the river to the other because this area is particularly shallow at only about 2 feet deep. Teddy Roosevelt and his Rough Riders, they used to in the late 1890s. Yeah, I'm just messing with you. Ghostbusters filmed in New York. But this does have a striking resemblance to that building from the movie. It even has a bunch of gargoyles at the top, just like in the film. And if we look over these small trees directly under the building, you'll see those little ornate faces underneath the windows. Those are known as grotesques. The reason why the gargoyles and the grotesques are in place is because the builders were very superstitious. They thought that putting them there would work with inflation and all that. That would be like... And if we all start looking way behind me now into the distance, we're going to see red and green lights. Directly in front of us, we can see this bridge is covered in locks. Isn't that sweet? If you're feeling unsure about your partner, you can always get a combination lock. So back in 1921, we had a very severe flood down here. The flood was so severe, so if you take a look at one of these two bridges, imagine 9 feet of water on top of it. That's right, the river rose over 20 feet from where it currently sits. That killed over 50 people and it caused millions of damages. That's why we had the man Robert H.A. Chugman, who we call the father of the Riverwalk. He came along and he devised all the flood control systems that we have down here, all the different gates that I've been showing you, so we can now control the levels of the water, and we will never have another tragedy like that again. So a big thank you to Robert Chugman, because without him, we would not have this beautiful river-centric city as we know today. Before Hugman came along, there was actually plans to cement over the entirety of the river in the city because it was such an issue down here. It would have been a total cement landscape like every other city. Coming up on our left-hand side, we're going to see through the trees, up the stairs, San Fernando's further information. Directly in front of us. This is the oldest tree down here on the river. It is over 350 years old, over 90 feet tall, and it has a 25-foot circumference around its base. We call it the Ben Milam tree because we had a colonel during the Battle of Behar back in 1835. The colonel's name was Ben Milam. He got shot by a Mexican sniper. The sniper was up in this tree, so we named it in honor of the man. Even with this slow boat, I'm pretty sure we'd be able to make it through there. Starring Jennifer Lopez. That's right. J-Lo sat on this bridge one time, and now nobody cares about the man who saved the city. Sad to hear it. But yes, this is the famous Salinas Bridge, if anyone would like to come take a picture on it. Roosevelt and his Rough Riders, Pancho Villa, the United States and Mexican armies used their saddles. I had over 500 employees back in 1981 used to shop with Bell Frank to get their saddles. On my left-hand side, this other white building is La Mansion Hotel, opened up back in 1968 during our World's Fair. This is where Jennifer Lopez stayed during her filming of Selena. Guessing that today, in 2023, it's going to cost you a little more than that. Alright folks, I'm going to show you one of the coolest things down here on the river, so go ahead and get your cameras out if you want to. I'm actually going to slow down so we can all get ready. If you want to take the camera out, go ahead. If not, I just want everyone to know where we're going to look. As we come out from under this bridge, we're all going to look up. the Fairmont Hotel, 5 blocks over the period of 6 days. It is in the Guinness Book of World Records with a